It's good that we're talking about Charivari because I think that people need to know.
You couldn't live in New York without knowing about Charivari.
It was basically in my backyard because I was born and raised on West 57th and 7th, so it was an institution.
I first learned about Charivari like in the early 80s. I used to walk by their windows.
We learnt about Charivari through Suzanne Barch's New London in New York. New London in New York was a group show put on by Suzanne Barch, who at the time selected a handful of young designers from London and took them over to New York and put on a fashion show.
That's how we made the first initial contact with Charivari, through her.
And it felt like if you were part of Charivari, you were like at the cool club.
I didn't know about Charivari at all until my best friend in school, Mark Jacobs, introduced me to it.
I met Selma in Copenhagen in around 1968. There was a Scandinavian Fashion Week, and Selma was there looking for, things. And that's where I met her. When I moved to New York in late 68, only person I knew was Selma. And we became friends.
I met John Weiser, and he said, you should do some suits for the store. John opened doors for me with the whole Charivari thing.
I started an advertising agency called Kirshenbaum and Bond. I co-founded it. Having grown up in the New York area and living in the city, I knew of Charivari, and my first client for the agency was Kenneth Cole. One day I got a call from either John or Barbara, who had read an article about us, and they liked the work that we were doing for Kenneth, and they said, we want that. Charivari was my second client.
Charivari took risks. They, took no prisoners. They saw things that they liked and they bought it. You couldn't find the things that Charivari sold anywhere else in New York.
They were leaders in bringing all the avant-garde and all the newest things, from Japan and from Scandinavia and all over the place. They were sort of pioneers in bringing new things.
I'm so proud to have worked at Charivari. It couldn't have been a better education for me as a designer to work in a store that carried great design and to really understand what those clothes meant in the lives of the customers.
Me having my clothing at Charivari helped me prove that I can do it.
What I learned in Charivari was you buy the best because good clothes stay with you forever.